I hope you're well seated on the couch. What does it mean, couch? Couch is Lena Situations. Lena Situations. Couch!
We have a running gag on this podcast. It's that if we ever have Rihanna on, I'll stop everything. Because there are people in your life where it's not just being a fan. There are people who have been with you as you grew up. There are people who showed you a certain example. There are people you don't know yet, still you develop a certain parasocial relationship with, which can seem completely crazy and out of this world. And at the same time, how comforting it is to have music that cuts right through you. Music that goes with you in your headphones on your way to middle school, then later to your first date, and then, I don't know, to your wedding. It's that same artist who has followed you for so many years. And beyond a certain art that, despite it, represents who she is, her self-confidence, her physique, her difference. Well, she's with you throughout your life. And for me, that person is Rihanna. Forever, she was the one who was glued to my school book's cover. Then she was the one on my diary at school. She was also the person I spent my first paycheck from babysitting on, a Rihanna concert. It was my first, it was my first swap. I'll trade you this for that Rihanna thing. And it was a great joke. Now, what do we do since it has happened?
Hello, everyone.
Hello, welcome.
So let's take a little break. If you're watching this podcast, you can see that we are standing and not sitting on the couch, even though the whole concept of this podcast is two people sitting on the couch. Let me explain. Rihanna was pregnant, but it wasn't public yet. People didn't know that she was pregnant, and as soon as she sat on the couch, you can see a little baby bump. So to keep the secret, we're standing. In the meantime, Rihanna gave birth to a beautiful baby girl, and I'm suggesting a brand new concept. Couch, but a standing couch.
Having you on my podcast today is beyond special. It's not just an interview for me, it is a full circle moment.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
I just did a big decluttering at home, like the spring decluttering, and I found something that took me straight back to my childhood, an old diary. Stay with me. Inside, in this diary, there was a sketch of a dress, a red sweatheart neckline, and a black skirt. I was obsessed with fashion back then, but I was obsessed with something even more. It was going to the Autour in Paris.
Really?
That dress, my mom actually suited for me to go to the concert, and in that very dress, I went to see the Autour in 2011.
So wait, this dress is...
Of course, we had to remake it because I gained like 1,000 pounds between that. But this was the dress.
Wow.
So the whole story about the dress, it's not about the dress, it's about being a young girl inspired by you in the crowd at a concert.
Thank you.
To have the chance to have you on my podcast 15 years later, this is for me a very full circle moment.
She just made me feel so old.
No, that wasn't the point. Rihanna, what do you think of the pink couch?
Well, what do you think of the pink couch? Because I would like to keep it. How much do you love it?
I like your necklace. We can trade.
I love it too, but it's not mine. So
same.
If you want to take the risk, you could go for it.
You're in Paris.
Yes.
If you could describe today, what would it be?
Ooh, today was chaotic because I was supposed to land yesterday. We had plane issues, so I ended up landing today. I had a meeting, and then I had to get ready to come here. So it was just like, but overall, I'm super excited. We've waited for this for months to launch Fenty here in France and across Europe. Yeah. It's a big deal for us. It's a big day for our brand. So I'm excited.
Are you ready to host everyone tonight?
Oh, yeah. You know I love a good party, girl.
What is your social battery when you go to an event like that?
I mean, I love events. I don't get to go outside as much.
Really?
No, I don't. I usually get to go outside for work, and that's where I get to interact with people for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm excited.
I feel like every girls that have curly hair have a story of loving their curly hair. What inspired you to create Fenty hair?
I think I actually know a lot of women who have not actually fallen in love with their natural hair.
Yeah.
We've always been taught to like love what you don't have, especially when it comes to hair. If you have straight hair, you want it to be bigger. If you have big curly hair, you want it to be straighter and thinner. And I feel like that was a struggle. I think for me, falling in love with my hair again was the biggest inspiration for me to create this brand. I wanted products that not just worked, but more importantly, I wanted them to repair your hair and replenish your hair every step of the way. So every product that we have actually has Replenicor 5, which is literally our replenishment little code.
Okay.
And it works for everyone.
Because it took me probably like 25 years old to fell in love with my hair.
Yeah.
I'm 27, so it's only 2 years I'm embracing it. And now, if I have kids one day, I hope so, I just want them to have curly hair because it feels so part of myself.
Yeah.
And I think it's because so many brands now are trying to feel more open about having a conversation. It's not just hair, because it can feel very superficial just to be like, oh, she's a girl, she loves her hair. It's so much more than that. It's where you're from, the moment you're going to spend in the mirror, how long you're going to spend in the morning in the mirror. So
it's very personal. Hair is very, very personal.
Absolutely.
And I feel like your hair journey is a huge part of like your own little hair diary.
Absolutely.
You know? In a way. So you fall out of love with the thing that is the most beautiful because you want to be different. Absolutely. And then you just like realize the beauty is literally in your hair.
That's
your
for
natural
sure.
hair, the way it was made for you.
I'm sure in the same diary with the dress that I was drawing like 15 years ago, I had like full talks about my hair, and I was so mad at my parents because I'm French, but I'm also Algerian.
Yeah,
so I was so mad that I was not looking like the French girl with the blonde straight hair.
Yeah.
Fuck you, mom and dad. I'm ashamed now, but I love them now.
Yeah.
But it took me a very, very long time. How do you stay true to yourself with so many expectations?
I think that staying away from expectations creates a space for you to be true to who you are. I think expectations come with a lot of limitations. And for me, I've always personally felt like inclusivity was the most important thing for me. So inclusivity and limitations don't usually live in the same space. And so I've allowed myself to just be authentic to what I believe is right and what I really want to do in the beauty space.
But it sounds so easy when you say it, which absolutely makes sense. But did you have any moments of doubts along the whole process?
Oh, we all have our doubts. Anything that you're creating, you get to a point where you're like, okay, we're about to go for it. Is it good enough? And I even experienced that with music. When I make my albums, I get to a point where I'm like, wow, I lived with this for so long. I know it works, but now I'm about to give it to the world. Like, is it right? Is it right yet? And I experienced that with all of my product developments. All of them.
That feels good to hear. I'm sorry for you, but also that feels good to hear.
No, if you're creative, you're going to have doubts.
But how do you go far from the doubts and say, okay, doubt is great, now we're going to have to do it?
I usually try to step away from it for a little bit and then come back to it with fresh ears or fresh eyes and just reappreciate it for what it is.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need fresh eyes. Can you give me some? No, but also because being a woman in this industry feels like, maybe because sometimes I'm younger and I always have like this imposter syndrome. When you go to a meeting full of men, it's, I think, very hard to say, I really trust my opinion and I don't want your doubts. I want to do this. How do you like be so confident in the business industry?
Ooh. Well, that for sure I've experienced, so I know exactly what you're talking about.
I need help. I need help.
That is where you actually have to trust yourself the most. You have to remind yourself of why you're there and what you have to offer. You don't have to be like everybody else in the room.
Yeah.
Everyone else is there for their purpose, and you're there for yours. You came with something that no one else in that room came with. That's why they took time to meet with you, girl.
Can you come and wake me up every morning with this kind of...
We need Jen.
Jen, do you do like the pep talk to Ray? Like...
Jen, are you in the interview or what? What's going on?
Jen, please.
She wants to take your job.
You like come for my crown in like 2 seconds. I can give you the wig and you'll be like me hosting the show.
This is Rose Amber. Jen requested that.
I'm wearing this one too.
You are?
Yeah.
I love it. Which is your lip liner?
The brown one.
Extra thigh.
Extra thigh.
Well, mine is extra thigh.
Thigh? Like thighs?
Now you're gonna, extra
Like my
thigh.
thighs?
Yeah, that's a shade.
Nice. Yeah. Because I have extra thighs.
Same, girl.
That's why I'm very happy.
Don't we all?
Girl, we all have extra thighs.
That's why I'm very happy that we put the camera up. So like you don't see my skinny thighs. It's gonna be the next lip product.
This was such a pleasant conversation. Except for Jen, of course.
I mean, when we have 10 minutes with Rihanna, we take them.
Thank you.
So thank you for everything you did for my generation of young girls going and seeing you. I think it's just amazing.
You are so nice.
Stop.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so
and shout
much.
out to all of your fans.
Thank you. We love them. Merci beaucoup.
Merci beaucoup. Did I say it right? That was too much R.
No.
Oh my God, here I go. again.
Rihanna. So it's quick, it's short, it's America, it's celebrities. It's just 10 minutes. And at the same time, how do 10 minutes bring so many people together? Because in the room, there were a lot of us. But how many of you are listening to this podcast, watching this video? Well, only a few people can bring so many together in 10 minutes only. 10 minutes is short, and at the same time, it's 10 minutes to thank you for having been with me for the last 10, 15 years. I didn't see it coming. I'm not gonna lie to you. It happened pretty quickly. They told me, she's here. I was like, but guys, I'm opening a pop-up tomorrow. And tomorrow, Hotel Mafouf opens at the BHV. My whole team is on the work side. How am I supposed to stir around in Louboutins and Margiela and a little dress we just made very quickly? How? And in the end, it's only for that person that I could find myself in this situation. I'm going to take off my heels, put on my little Valérie Damido jumpsuit, and meet my team back on site. But I would like to know, what about you? Are there people like that who have accompanied you in your life? Whether from your adolescence to your adult life or wherever you are right now. Who are the people who have done you so much good? And if you could meet them just for 10 minutes, what would you tell them? That's the question I'm asking you this week. See you very soon for an episode of this podcast that I really enjoy. And above all, I am extremely happy to be back on this pink couch and with you. It is a beautiful love story. It was something that was supposed to be just a side project when I pitched it. At the time, I said, I would like to make a podcast, then it goes well with my YouTube videos, I'll just blend in, it's nice. Spotify was totally on board. They said, okay, we're taking you on. I never would have imagined finding myself with this person who gave me so much when I was younger and who still does today. And on top of that, being able to share it with the people who have followed me for 10 years, it's just beautiful. Thank you all. I'll shut up now, even though I know how much you love when I ramble. I'll see you next week. And above all, bisous!